You can poke the things, but fogging the screen is evil.
Take it as a challenge.
Yeah, Penny!
My name is Penny Piney, and welcome to JAG Voices. So, quick explanation real quick. This is put on by JPAC, which is the Theater Arts Performing Club for Jaguars. I figured we'd explain that because sometimes we have a little bit of problems with getting new members and stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, join. But yeah, my name is Penny Piney, and I'm the director of Don't Break Character, written by Zach Adkins. And the genre for this play is drama, so there's going to be a lot of suspense, and there's going to be a bit of action as well. A quick warning, though, that there will also be violence and substance abuse. And I'd also like to thank and recognize all of the cast and crew real quick. They did an amazing job. Without them, we couldn't have pulled this off. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the show, and thank you.
Departure to Oklahoma City will begin in 5 minutes. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Remember, don't break the disguise.
Oh, hey there, Stevie. How are ya?
Not the best right now.
Well, where are you headed?
Anywhere but here.
Getting away from home, huh? Problem with the folks?
Sure.
that, Marshall? Oh, isn't Kansas's green grassland just beautiful?
It sure is, but remember, we're only here for business, so no shopping until we get the money and go.
Oh, Marshall, please. There's this new up-and-coming clothing store. You're gonna have to find it soon. It's perfect for you. I'll be quick. The gang won't even know we're missing.
Keep it down. We're supposed to be out of cover, remember? Maybe if we could get a free time, we gotta go. You need to distract the post home guard. If you ain't there, this whole thing falls through. We already had struggle during the recession. I don't want that happening again.
Starting our journey, we will arrive in Oklahoma City in approximately 4.5 hours. Hope you all enjoyed the trip.
Okay, we go, honey. I can't wait to see the city. I bet it's beautiful over there.
Well, I heard it ain't much different than New York. Maybe a bit cleaner, but it's all the same idea.
Oh, please, you're always such a sourpuss. Relax. We're having a nice trip. Don't worry about all the things when we get there. Besides, we don't have any food. Wouldn't want to invest in your lighters.
Lily, no one wants to invest in a company whose owner can't control himself, don't you think? Just let me work on this. I need to make this work.
Hey there, folks. You two had romance. Can I have your tickets, please?
Yes, can you also tell my husband, Marshall, that he can have fun on this trip?
Well, you two had your next stop.
Yeah, we're heading there for business.
Well, seems like you two have different senses of leaving home. Oklahoma City is an amazing place, however. You gotta check out the city at some point. But your work is also important.
See?
Well, sometimes people just need to get away from life. Sometimes you need something to focus on. Whatever you're there for, enjoy it. You only need to see the present, not the past, nor the future.
Thank you. You know, you're really clever for an attendant. What do you think, hon?
Thank you. I really need to finish this.
Never learns.
It's no problem, really. Is there anything I can get you guys? Maybe something to drink?
Yes, I'll have your coffee, please.
Coming right up.
Hey, could you fetch me another bottle, please?
I'm sorry, but you've hit our limit. We don't be getting guests too drunk now.
Please?
Coming right up.
What has gotten into you? You know how suspicious that is. You can't just be flaunting around that kind of money, especially when we haven't even cut the shares yet.
Hey, can't you leave her alone? She's been through enough for one day, especially after that run-in with the security guard.
And besides, we could just take the money out of her balance anyway.
That stack right there is dirty money. We are trying to keep a low profile. Handing out that kind of cash doesn't look too good on our radar, don't it? You of all people should know that, Marshall.
Hey, it's her money. Cut it out.
What are you gonna do about it?
Look, if y'all are gonna keep this up, I suggest you do it at the next stop. It's been a long day, involving stuff we ain't proud of. Some of us being so others. Let's just leave it.
You're right. Let's just play smart until we get to the next stop. That's all I'm asking for.
Is there anything I can get you folks? Okay, well, I brought you those drinks you ordered.
Thank you.
May I ask, what's with the drinks?
Just need to drown some gin away.
Whatever's bothering you, help you find some peace.
I've done some bad things. Things I could never live with yet. I'm supposed to just live with it. Everyone just pushes it past me as if I didn't just ruin a life, if not several. I've done it, and the weight on my chest is yet to release, even after several bottles.
I'm sorry.
That's the best phrase I've heard all day.
I'll get to it.
What did I just say about playing smart? Literally not even a second ago. I wasn't thinking. You don't think. That's your problem. You, me, we're gonna go have a private talk.
I know I kept you going. I think we're pushing you too hard.
We, more like she, Elena, has been so strict ever since we got to the station. I mean, we can't even think about referring to each other as our real names.
You gotta be all agree on something.
stop at Wichita Campus. Welcome forward, new passengers. We're continuing our journey to Oklahoma City. Approximate travel time, 4 hours.
Good afternoon, officer. Traveling as well, I see.
Oh, heavens no. I'm just making my way to the next stop back home. I'm currently off duty.
That's good to hear. Is it dead the opposite?
That's my understanding, if you ask me. And underneath the paperwork was the big bank robbery a few hours ago. Did you hear about that?
Not at all. Been on this train all day. What happened?
Bunch of loonies busted into the bank, stole thousands of dollars from it, and just skipped on out of there. Probably on the next train nowhere at this point.
That sounds rough.
Tell me about it. Worst part was telling the family. The security guard was shot during the incident.
Oh, that sounds horrible. How did the family react?
Not well. They want to see the woman that killed him in the chair.
I hope they find her.
I hope so too, but not by me. I'm going to see my own family. This officer's done for the day.
That's good to hear. You won't mind if I buy you a few drinks then?
Why not? What's your name, ma'am?
Elena, Officer Elena Torres.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Elena. I'm Stevie. Where are you going to Oklahoma for?
Just trying to get away, you know. Need something a bit bigger in life.
You say that now. Just wait till you get older. Oh, I gotta take that. You wore those drinks while gone.
Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Just plain and smart. She can't know it's us.
So how are you so relaxed up there?
Just gotta be headstrong.
This can't be. I didn't want to.
Oh, Kate, don't listen to it. It wasn't your fault.
But it was. I could have let him run, but everything went so quick and I fired. I don't think I can stand these thoughts.
Hey, none of us would be here if it wasn't for what you did. Just remember that.
Okay, quiet up.
Is there anything I can get you up?
2 shots over here, please.
Coming right up.
You know, I just got some news.
What's that?
Here it is. There was some suspicious persons at the same station this train was at.
Oh, really? I haven't seen anyone like that around here.
That's interesting.
Stevie, you can't seriously be referring to what I think you're referring to.
I cannot ever be so trusting.
Elena, is that you?
Oh, hey, Marshall! Good to see you, buddy. You didn't tell me you were going to Oklahoma as well?
Well, you know, never nice vacation with the wife, never hurt nobody.
How is she?
She's great. She's here, like, here. Who's the company?
This is Stevie. We were just talking about the robbery back at the last stop.
Really? I was just reading about that.
Word is, the suspects are on this train.
Frightening news, isn't it, huh?
I hope it isn't true. Well, I guess it's up to me to check. You'll have a nice rest of your train ride.
Well, it was good to see you, Elena Petite, in the flesh.
I thought her name was Elena Torres.
It's an old stage name. We used to be in a band together. They called me Petite due to how skinny I was back then.
Exactly.
That was a close one. It was stupid.
You was in some hot water and you know it.
And I can get myself out of my own situation.
You were better off dead if I didn't step in. You've been ignoring us ever since we left that bank.
And it would have gone better if you knew how to do your job. There wouldn't have been that slip up. No one would have died.
I can't believe I'm the only sensible one in here. I mean, one mistake and you all tear into each other like a pack of wolves. I'm through. I've had it. I'm taking my case and I'm leaving. You all can fend for yourselves. And I suggest you split up at the next train station, or Kate won't be the only one with regrets.
Regrets? I'm already filled with regrets. And I'm looking at my biggest one. I can't believe I let you talk me into this. I was happy.
You were desperate. For you and your wife.
This whole idea was an act of desperation. Well, I'm through. I've had my piece. Good luck to all of you.
Our next stop at Blackwell
right. I think once we get off this train, it's best to go our separate ways.
Agreed.
Hope you all enjoyed the trip and will ride with the full name company again. Thank you all.
I just wanted to say I don't blame any of you guys for what happened. We're all desperate bodies going to desperate measures.
And I'm sorry for how I acted.
It's okay. I probably needed that kind of beating anyways.
I guess this is goodbye in a way.
Sure is.
Let's just get out of here.
This is the police! You are all arrested on counts of theft and second-degree murder. Jason Stein, Linda Stein, Jane Carter, and Delilah Quinn. Please keep your hands where we can see you. Get runner!
The office can't thank you enough for the information you've given us. The fingerprints on the bottles, combined with the witness testimonies to what you've heard, will ensure that they're locked up for a long time if they lose.
There's no problem on my end, ma'am. It's just a shame that one girl got away.
Sure is. She was a lucky one. Who knows where she could be now? However, it does seem like she was smart about getting away as soon as she could. Those members were a ticking time bomb. Thank you again.
Here's a gift for getting rid of them. You'll use it better than they ever will. Lucky girl.
We will now take a short 5-minute intermission. Ladies, it's time to buy flowers and stickers at the front door.
Yes, and also because, of course, and also because I want to Yes, so it is okay though. You're against,
Do you want me to say?
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Ina Patilos. I'm the writer and director of Amateur Assassins. The genre of my play is comedy and involves action, espionage, and overall chaos. I have a couple of warnings before I present my play. It does include dirty jokes, gun violence, gun props, and gun sounds. I am incredibly proud of everybody that has been a part of this production, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Now presenting Amateur Assassins.
Dear sweet and humble princess, when you become queen, will you please grant me and my family an extra grain of oats? Please, my princess, it's been difficult since our goat died and we really need...
Boring. Next.
Dear Princess Amira, call me back, baby, I miss you. Do you remember the
Stop.
time...
Don't read the rest. That was my old situation back when I was a wee little girl playing in the village, full of innocence and happiness, dreaming that one day we would live together and live happily ever after. But he's down and I'm up. Next.
Dear Princess Amira, rumors have spread around the village that you will be assassinated during your coronation speech tomorrow. I heard from a group of guys outside the town claiming that they heard this information right outside the border of our country. I hope this information gets to you as soon as possible. We pray for your safety.
What have I done to deserve this? Haven't I given up all I have for this country and helped run it with the utmost respect and grace? I treat my people like family, and I've given them materials and food to live a somewhat decent life.
Princess, you sentenced a cross-eyed girl to death because she looked at you the wrong way.
She didn't respect my royal presence. She looked at me with disgust and she deserved it.
But Princess, she was blind and deaf. She obviously didn't even know you were in front of her.
Don't raise your voice at me, you peasant, or I'll take away your 5 pieces of oats for supper.
No! Please, I beg of you, not my 5 grains of oats. 5 is the most oats I've ever had in a day. Please, I'm starving, tired, desperate, overworked, and underpaid. Just like some of you in the audience.
Rude, but mental health. And about those assassins, I know the best one that's walked this earth. He's dodged bullets, saved lives, and he looks like a fancy skate him up with magic. Agent 012112321123211234543221.
Who?
Agent 01211232112343211234543221.
Who?
What are you, an owl? You heard me. I'm not going to repeat myself again. It's British intelligence. Agent James William.
Oh, okay, whatever you're saying. But, you know, you really should be kinder to your subjects. With you becoming queen tomorrow and all, your ego and head broken.
You know what else is big? My crown. When I'm your queen.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant something else.
What did you think I meant?
Nothing. Anyways, let's get you cleaned up for supper tonight. I heard the cooks have whipped up your favorite meal.
Thank you, Sir Majesty, for the satisfying great compliment we just had. I'll give you a raise. 6 oats, 1 added to your 5.
My princess is merciful. Thank you, thank you. Now, let's get you cleaned up.
Alright, here's my plan for eliminating Amira, my soon-to-be knight to kill. She's been on my radar for quite some time, and I hate seeing her and her ego. I know that ego is just going to grow as soon as she's crowned queen, and I think it's my time to claim my crown as the biggest, baddest assassin out there. So, here's the plan. We're going to sneak through these corridors here to avoid the guards, go through this window, and then we're going to sneak up behind her as she's presenting her final speech and lead Amira to her final resting place.
You are just so sexy when you lead her assassination. But it's my turn to lead this time. So let the man do this job.
The man? How many kills do you have? 0. How many do I have? 8. And 4 of them were world leaders. You are not on my level. Not one bit. You are not as savage and merciless as me. Yes, you have assisted me, but I do most of the work. I want this kill more than you, and I'm not going to let anyone stand in my way, not even you. So I suggest you start taking the initiative.
Fine. Kiss and make up?
Ew. No. I don't want to be distracted.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Do you actually love me the way I love you? Just asking, because I do whatever you ask me to, because I love and respect your passion as a drop-dead gorgeous sadist. But do you only use me when it comes to cleaning up the fields?
Oh, yeah, hugs, kisses, love you too. Thanks for the compliment. Now stop acting like an emotional teenager and help me focus on my kill. Useless roach.
Babe, you don't always have to be such a...
Oh, what? What were you gonna say? How about instead of Amira being my knight to kill, do you want to be my knight?
Absolutely not. You're scary when you kill. When you want something dead, you practically turn into the Dark King in the flesh. El Diablo. You know what? I can take the lead on this one.
Aw, it's good you're in my place. Now put this on before I beat you into a pulp.
What is this?
Oh, you're gonna be dressed as an old man with a back hump. Someone bats an eye. Don't complain.
Don't complain. You're making me dress up as the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Well, maybe if you dressed up better on our last assassination, glasses and a drawn-on nose, not disguise, you half-wit.
That was a low blow, babe, but whatever the queen wants gets, I guess. This is my favorite part of her missions anyways. I wish we could just dress up and have fun, rather than assassinating people that we don't like.
First of all, assassinating is fun. Go sign up to be a model if you just want to stand there and play dress up. Oh, this man gets on my last nerve every time.
Wait up! I
face, and aren't you a bit young to be working in the spy field? I'd hate to work with a kid.
Nope, I'm 25.
My mistake. What's your name again?
Doodles. But you can call me Oodles or Doodle for short. Anyone.
I'd rather not. Let's stick to Joodles. You know, back at the academy, they used to call me Magic Mike.
Right. Back at the academy, they used to call me Lee.
Oh.
But anyway, why do they call you Magic Mike?
You joking? Because I have a banging bod. And I have a handgun named Mike.
Oh, wow.
All right, that's enough of me blessing your eyes with all this. We have to focus.
All right, whatever you say, Jolly James.
Don't call me that. Anyway, we're assigned to look out for notorious assassins Raven and Lucius and stop them from assassinating Princess Amira during her coronation speech. If you see any suspicious behavior, you contact me directly.
Ooh, wait, so that means I can get your attention by making bird calls like this? Come on!
Absolutely not. Just signal me normally and not like some dumb dodo bird. Hey, here comes the princess. Try to act professional.
Oh my god, what do I do?
Pull yourself together. We're agents, for God's sakes.
The one and only James. I greatly appreciate your presence protecting me in my time of need. It was this little stinker. I'm 25. Wow.
This is my new partner, Joodles. She's new to the force.
Agent Doodle?
Oh, what kind of name is that? And why does she look like that?
I don't know, but her name sounds like a Sesame Street character, and she looks like a discount magician off of Timu. But no, seriously, are you available to perform at a birthday party? If you're gonna be protecting me against assassins like that, you might as well just throw me in a coffin.
I would give her your trust and respect, princess. After all, she is one of your guards, and you have a massive target on your back. You're gonna need as much protection as you can get.
Thank you for sticking up for me, James. This always happens to me. They always underestimate my capability to protect and serve. Maybe they're right. I just don't have what it takes.
Nobody move!
Yeah, drop your weapon. That was it.
This one powerful old man. I wonder what kind of supplements he takes.
Lucius!
Surprise!
Please, I beg you, you don't have to do this.
Oh, I'm sorry, my sweet princess, but I'm sick of you and your entire existence. Your kill would look great on my roster of assassinations, and your crown is just to die for. I wonder how we should get that crown. Baby, how should we get that crown?
By putting a bullet in her head.
That's music to my ears. It's time to claim what's mine and crown me Ronaldin. Duh. Baby!
La reina del sanguinamiento, translated to Queen of Bloodshed. I got you, babe.
Raven, please don't do this. You used to be good, remember? You used to love seeing the smiles on people's faces after protecting them from attacks. Remember that little girl from the Caribbean islands we saved? I know the old you is still in there.
Shut up, Agent 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She is long gone. And now she craves power and revenge, not to make friends. I have been treated horribly since I was a child because I was poor with no parents. I tried out for prom queen in high school and I got laughed at. I had to watch my bully get crowned prom queen. Like, who rewards a bully? And then, a little voice in my head told me to do it. Kill, it'll be fine. So I single-handedly killed her and strangled all those who laughed at me. And now, what's more, it claimed my crown. Once and for all. Free for all shoes.
Oh, thank God! Thank you for freeing me from that demon! Nothing but phony love and manipulation from her. Oh, that whole queen of bloodshed thing she was saying. I'm a man of God. Checked out from that relationship long before she started saying that. No, sir.
Lucius, stop yapping. Aiden, James, take them away.
With pleasure. I'm impressed by your performance, Doodles, and I'll see you guys at the academy.
You're not even free!
I would like to apologize. For what? For mocking you, not trusting your ability to protect me. I genuinely think you would save me. I'll reward you with 10 million. It's all here for you.
Really? Thanks. But I will have to pass. My passion is being a great agent, protecting the innocent from the world of the evil. I want to be rewarded with respect and not with money. But if you ever need anything, I'll be a phone call away.
Of course. Thank you.
Hey everyone, as we start our last performance, let's give a round of applause for all of our actors. I'm Martinez and I directed the Sophomaniac sophomore elections, and which was written by Virginia Sever, the former president of the Jaguar Performance Arts Club. This play is a romantic comedy featuring mild language. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it. Thank you.
All right, sophomores, welcome back to World History. Today we are going to be talking about the French Revolution's reign of terror. Now, you guys already know about how the peasants rose above the owning class that was oppressing them, but I would like to add, during the French Revolution's reign of terror, the state of the country descended into chaos. Yes, Thomas?
Is revolution really that easy? I mean, these people were peasants. Why doesn't a revolution happen more often? In any sort of context. Like, why don't employees being treated unfairly rise above their employers? Or students rise above the school that's oppressing them?
Yeah, what's stopping us from overthrowing the school? We could crush you, Mr. Buchanan. I mean, you didn't even get a degree in history or teaching. Your dad is just a football coach.
I guess your self-rule is kind of unfair.
Plus, the dress code's really strict. Do you know how hard it is to find knee-length clothes?
And you get detention for cursing? What the fiddlesticks is up with that?
Down with the school! Down with the school! Viva la revolution!
Now, you guys do have a voice in the governing body of the school. If you want to install change, All you have to do is talk to your student council president.
When has the student council done anything for us?
They did do the decorations for Homecoming.
They hung streamers from the ceiling? They're a disgrace to youthfulness everywhere. They should be overturned and replaced by a government of like-minded students.
Well, that is the student council. But overthrowing them sounds radical. I mean, like, actually politically radical.
Down with the student council! Down with the school!
Down with the student council! Down with the school!
Guys, can we please be quiet? Now, to answer Thomas's question, a strong leader is the most vital
Thomas
component.
could be our dictator. I mean, like, he's really smart even if nobody likes him.
Hey, what about me? I'm just as good as Thomas.
Okay, Franklin, you're failing the class. Okay, on the last test, I asked how French aid helped the American Revolution, right? Franklin answered, the rat from Ratatouille. Really?
My answer to that question was a piece of art in itself. I mean, I've got plenty of great ideas. Oh, like using the funding from the math department to get everyone feather boas corresponding to their auras. So, for me, I'm definitely an orange.
Guys, can we please stop talking about this? We need to start focusing on the lesson.
This is our lesson! We are learning history by repeating it! Come on, say it with me now. Viva la Revolution!
Viva la Revolution!
Franklin, what are you doing? If you can lead a revolution, why can't I? Just as capable.
No, you aren't. You don't know anything about political theory, or history, or laws, or just things in general.
Just because I've never read much
Machiavelli?
doesn't mean I'm not a leader.
Yeah, because you use artistic expression to make up for your lack of talent, which leaves less room for the objectively more intelligent people. That's not a good thing. You're not still mad at me for what happened last year, right? You better not be. You were the most sniveling creatures on the planet. Freshmen.
You know, I never got my sweatshirt back. Down with the school! Down with the student council!
Down with the school! Down with the student council!
Now, guys, it's time for announcements. Quiet down or I'm giving everybody detentions.
Eagles, it's Saturday. The student council has a bunch of fun things planned this year, like our homecoming dance and giving everyone a free sticker next Thursday. To give a bunch of ideas on how to improve our school, you can involve the student council by coming to our meetings, where we plan out a bunch of fun events like book drives and Chastity Wednesday. Contact me if you're interested in joining. It's going to be a great year.
Hello, Theodore. And, girl.
Cassandra.
Theodore, you are from the newspaper, are you not?
Yeah. Why do you ask? I mean, you've never talked to me before. You're pretty isolated.
Makes me appear more natural.
I actually think that connection makes people more open to new ideas. Isolation just limits yourself. Anyways, what do you want?
I want you to interview me about the election for an article in the school paper.
I'm not sure. I mean, the newspaper teacher's pretty strict about what we can write about. All articles have to go through her.
You know no one reads the school papers anymore. Everyone's so tired of their sports stories. I think you maybe want to add something newer, fresher, something that defies what you'd expect from a high school paper that appears not to be biased, something brash, something political.
That is an interesting prospect. There is a national journalism competition that has a $500 scholarship.
I mean, it's just a debt that ever-growing across the colleges. Something which I value face.
Not to mention all this, the influence over the student body.
Theo, this is a really bad idea. It's going to radicalize the sophomores.
What? It's just a harmless bit of fun. Besides, I'm the editor. I'm responsible for making the paper entertaining. You're just a photographer who takes edgy black and white photos for her Instagram. You know what? I'll do it. So, Thomas, what are the chief issues at stake here?
Well, first of all, we should abolish the student council. It's a corrupted popularity contest. Our healthcare system also needs reforms. Lying down on a cot in the nurse's office in the dark is by no means an effective healthcare system.
Okay, what else is there?
Well, I think it should become more uniform as a school. No weirdness, no art, nothing like that. We'll be more like adults.
That's exactly the opposite of what your opponent is doing. Could you explain why?
Because art, unlike sports, intellect, or any other thing, is impossible to judge. People who do art will always have an advantage over those who do not, simply because they'll always be seen as talented, regardless if their work is good or not. We normal kids have to strive to be better, while the weird art kids slap some color on a painting and get praised for it.
Fantastic. Do you have a slogan?
Yes, I do. It's control, capability, Carter.
Right, let's see a picture. Cass, take a picture.
Thomas, don't go through with this election. What happened between you and Franklin is your business. Don't make it everyone else's.
Quiet. Now, Theodore, make sure this gets out to everyone in the school. And don't interview Franklin, or you've lost my business.
But I don't think the newspaper should be biased. I mean, that's the first rule of every journalism class.
Theodore, if the adults can do it, we can too.
Hey, I feel bad for Franklin. I mean, look at him. He doesn't belong in any group, yet he's running a class election. He's not smart enough to win by 1 or 2. He's very Thomas.
Well, I've been closely following this election. At this point, it's imperative I get this type of experience on my resume.
Really? We're sophomores. It's too early to be worrying about that stuff. We should just enjoy the last years of our childhood.
Please, I'm in AP classes and I work retail. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed anything. Mr. Ford, your polling numbers are in. I suggest you take a look at them as soon as possible.
Wait, what? Harry, what's with all this?
I'm your campaign manager.
What happened to you? I remember last year you were always down for doing weird stuff. Remember that meme account we used to run?
I grew up. I'm in AP classes, therefore I think I'm better than everyone else.
I mean, I think I'm better than everyone else.
No. If you're serious about running in this election, you need to start acting more professionally.
Professional? Me? But why?
Are you really asking this? I mean, you're running for office. You need to start behaving like a professional. Like a leader.
I'm not a leader.
If you're a lover, then pray tell me, Mr. Ford, why are you running for office in the first place? We all know anyone with a heart does not want to lead.
Well, if you want to know the truth, some people want to see the world burn, but I just want to see it become weird, man. Oh, like that feather boa thing, you know?
I know that's not the truth.
Don't look at me. I'm confessing my trauma to an AP student and my best friend. You remember how Thomas and I used to date, right?
Date is a euphemism. Call it what it was, a situationship.
Well, when we were in our situationship, whatever you want to call it, I just looked so unserious next to him, like I was a joke or something. I mean, he's so smart and I'm just...
You?
Hey, that's not what I... Yeah.
Go on.
Well, if my partner can't take me seriously, then who can? Not the rest of the school, not my friends, hell, not even the world. I guess that's kind of why we broke up. You just couldn't handle how much of me I am.
I see. You couldn't handle a little heartbreak, and so now you want to overthrow the entire school. Perfectly understandable.
Finally, someone understands.
And which what every man in history has done. You and Thomas aren't the first. Women just have to suffer the consequences.
You know, he also stole my sweatshirt. I mean, I left it at his place, but he never gave it back.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry, Franklin.
So, remind me, what are you doing for me again?
I'm here to advise you on your campaign strategy. There's a question of a logo for t-shirts and signs and such. We could use one of your old art pieces, but no one wants that. Or we could draw from a US president. Do you have any you're fond of?
What's a US president?
Next on the agenda, we have a debate scheduled with those from Thomas's team tomorrow during class. I think we should go over some of your main talking points. I think you should focus in on freedom of expression and
Welcome back to World History to continue our discussion on the French Revolution.
we've scheduled for a debate between our two candidates during this class period. We have asked that you respect it.
Well, normally I would try to shut you guys down, but I'm already fired, so whatever.
I'm moderating. Hello, fellow sophomores. Welcome to this historic evening where our candidates will be conducting a debate. All right, audience, what are your questions?
I have a question for Mr. Carter. Is it true that you're going to outlaw all those annoying theater kids? Exactly how would you enforce that?
We're working on composing a squad of my most loyal supporters to outlaw all students performing show tunes.
Fine.
Franklin, if we got uniforms, what would they be?
I'm thinking a green morph suit. Ooh, and a bright pink cowboy hat.
This is a question for both. What would our mascot be?
A nihilist.
No mascot.
Foreign policy?
Only if they bring free food. I mean, come on. We're all taking Spanish just so we can get free tacos one day a year, not to increase our cultural awareness.
No contact with any other school or nation whatsoever. Or the other classes who have no idea this is happening. We'll be entirely self-contained.
This is a question for you both. What do you plan on doing about former Student Council President Jackie Kennedy?
Throw her to political prison.
Probably turn a human puppet. Oh, like one of those marionette dolls.
Hey, Thomas, if you win, how do you plan on punishing Franklin for his failure?
Well, I think watching me win, outlawing all the things he loves to do will be punishment enough. But if you want a more detailed answer, I will crush his spirit. I'll make him an annoying stereotype of a high school student that's nowhere close to reality. He'll practically be a character in a teen drama rather than an actual person. Just a vague idea of it.
Thomas, that is unnecessarily harsh. I demand to get penalized for that.
No, you can't do that.
Guys, you guys, go on.
Sarah?
Just take a drink
Thomas,
and
how
knock
can
the
you
edge
say
off.
that?
You used to date Franklin, you were infatuated with him, what happened?
That was when I was a freshman. Now I'm a sophomore. I have an adult life ahead of me. I could not be with someone so creative. I could not do what he does. Next to him, I look so boring.
So you want to win to make him lose what makes him Franklin?
Well, Cassandra, when you phrase it like that, it sounds like I'm the one.
And don't forget, voting is tomorrow.
Oh, and don't forget to come to my rally in the library. We'll have snacks.
And this man you've all been waiting for, all two of you, Franklin Ford!
Yeah! Thank you! Yeah! Viva la revolution! Viva la revolution! Down with the student council, jot this down with a pencil. We're changing the lunch menu from fast food to venue. Recess will go from 30 to 1.
Thomas, Carter, better run!
Feather boas for everyone. Replace history with aerobics while I read the newest comics. My ex was baited. Damn! I'm feeling reanimated. Frankenstein! Frankenstein!
What are you guys doing? We're supposed to be having Chelsea Wednesdays.
Frankenstein.
Don't you guys have to be doing community service instead?
These pigs been flying too long now to correct that wrong. Let me hit the battle goal. Take the trip home to Hong Kong looking greasy up top.
Red in the cheeks, let me fry it up, serve you to the masses. Y'all looking like a bunch of asses. Y'all giving me rashes, give me second assets. Hit them with the tism and go back to class. Hold up! I ain't classist though.
You guys can't do this. High schoolers don't do this.
Yes, we can. Reanimated, looking like I came from the beaches. Like I struck the waves and not popped a monster. Now I'm teaching all these teachers looking like they raised in caves. Now I got them all on blurs, surrounded by a bunch of leeches, never gonna find me at raves. I just wanted Thomas Carver down, surrounded by a bunch of beaches, drowning. Then the lightning came. It's alive! Frankenstein! Frankenstein! Frankenstein!
You act like you've already won.
You haven't. Franklin's down in the polls.
I don't see how you can support someone who stole from Franklin.
Oh, wow, this is getting pretty serious.
Oh no, this is just how politics was. American politics, that is.
Does this call for an intervention in the name of peace?
No, it'll make a sensational story. Fight, fight, fight. Hello, fellow sophomores. Voting is finishing up here in the cafeteria, where I'm sure many of you are wondering what happens next. After everyone's vote has been casted, fellow sophomore Cassandra Jackson will be counting. As the only neutral party amongst us, she is the only one capable of handling this task. Some may consider this an anomaly. Any comments, Ms. Jackson?
No, please just leave me alone.
But when will we know the results?
In like 2 minutes.
I know I can't wait to hear that outcome. Our most recent polls have been inconclusive, but personally, I hope Thomas wins. Stay tuned for more unbiased journalism. All right, and the race has been called. Make the announcement we've all been waiting for, Cass.
And the winner is... I'm sorry. I refuse to announce this.
Get out!
I guess we'll never know what you want.
Well, you're not going to chase after them?
No? Are you?
Suppose I'm not either.
Hey, Thomas, you don't think it's too late to get my sweatshirt back, do you?
I have it here, actually.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Frankly, will that sweatshirt work for all this nonsense?
I mean, it was never really about the sweatshirt, but I guess I did prove myself, didn't I? I don't know.
You impressed me, at least.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, thank you. Your campaign impressed me too. So you think we should try and fix this mess?
No, we're sophomores, not adults. You know, sophomore actually means immature. It's how we got our name. We don't have to do anything about this mess we created.
I missed you, you know.
I know.
In this part of our show, we're going to have a talk back. So, yeah, we're going to do sit on the edge of the stage. So, us directors have a question for the audience. So we're going to go and, oh, thank you.
So my question is, throughout the play, was there any moment that you felt like needed to be expanded upon or maybe needed more room to breathe? For Don't Break Character. And anyone can answer, by the way.
Yeah. Maybe more on the drunk guy. I want to know their dark, deep secrets.
Anyone else?
It's okay. Hi, I have a question for the audience. So, did any particular scene in Amateur Assassins stand out for anybody? Like any lines or like any jokes that they cracked or any actions? Yes.
Doodle when they woke up. Just everything past that.
Right?
The whole thing.
Doodles' character is just very, very unique. You have a unique personality, which I created for a purpose actually. Very, very funny. Also has a meaning towards the end where they didn't want money at all. They just wanted to be respected and overall just seen as a person. You know. Does anybody else have any questions?
I can't tell if I heard you correctly when Agent, whatever the
0 to 1.
was pulling the other guy, the boyfriend, out onto the left side of the stage. I think he said, so he wasn't bringing British if you're not British.
Yeah. Actually, Jackson, you wanna?
I'm right here.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, Jackson. What do you put on that?
I didn't say the line, actually. Barat did, so I don't... Yeah. It turns out I'm not British, and it's just a little reference to that.
What was the question? So
They were just telling you when you're not British line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think Ina hadn't written that in the script, but we needed something in, so I just thought of that. Or not.
Yeah, that's some kind of
So I have a question about the Sophomaniac sophomore election play I directed. So the candidates were Thomas and Franklin, but out of all the characters, who would you think you guys would vote for class president?
Cassandra.
The teacher.
The teacher?
Right answer!
Anyone else?
Harriet. Franklin's best friend.
I think you mean student 4, the best character in the entire show. Student 1's alright. The teacher? Anyone else have any questions they'd like to ask? Oh, I know. Any questions? Any at all?
We're opening up the floor to questions now, so if you have any questions, raise your hand.
Was the last fall on purpose or a mistake?
Yes.
No, for the teacher. The teacher. Was that a real fall at the end, or was that acting?
That was meant to happen. Yes.
Okay.
But the whole the teacher being drunk thing, it's not in the script, and I wasn't even drunk last performance. I just did it as a joke this morning when we were practicing it, and the director walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, you should do that in the show."
Oh, really?
And so some of the I said a line differently because of it too. Yeah. How come there's a flask backstage?
Yeah, I have a question about the flask.
Yes, my dad. I added water to it. I didn't take anything out necessarily, but I added water to it. As he says in the show, it knocks the edge off. So, does anybody else have any questions?
Could they be for anyone or?
Yeah. This is for you guys.
So for Don't Break character, I felt really immersed in the setting, but I wanted to know, is it supposed to take place in a particular time period?
Actually, I can answer that as a writer. So I wrote Don't Break character, I also produced the show and did all the lights and stuff. During the writing period, I actually went through a lot of changes. I talked about this last night as well. It was starting off as a show that was just meant to be a metaphor of running away for different reasons. And then I took up this like Quentin Tarantino idea of the 1940s action drama kind of stuff, and decided to implement it into what I had originally. So you can still see some of the original parts. In fact, the very beginning Marshall and Lily section when they're talking back and forth about going shopping, that was very little change. That whole plot was basically the same thing as it was in the original writing. So it was really fun adding this 1940s like crime investigation situation into what was meant to be just like a nice little friendly metaphor of a story. So yeah, 1940s is your answer. Yes, exactly. Any other questions? Yes.
So it's kind of like when you're talking about costuming, like is this all individual like pieces and all you guys need to like put that together?
I bought some of them, but
So my shirt was found by Mallory, which was very nice. He found it in Goodwill. But when I found it, it was in the 1940s, and looked at Abby's notes for me. I was like, who can I text that might have this stuff? And I always think of my grandma. My grandma Cindy, who's here. So she sent me pictures of like 5 different things. And I was like, I like this skirt, and I got it approved. And so she like spent probably hours like tailoring it, making sure it was like the right length and that it fit me. So I want to shout her out because she's here, but I really liked it.
So our lovely director Ina right here made a Pinterest board for everybody in Amateur Assassins. Like me personally, my costume, I just either wear a lot of black or I just happen to have like a random corset laying around. That's very on par for me. And then she borrowed some pieces from other people, and I think that's mainly true for everybody but the princess, which she got your dress. But everybody had their own little Pinterest board, which I think was like, I don't know, very helpful.
I can help answer the question too. About the costuming, it's a suit. It's just like a niche little detail.
For Theodore, I literally got what I'm wearing like the night before Friday, which was our first opening night. Great timing of that. And I think for Marshall, it was pretty much everything I used in that scene was all mine already in my closet.
There's a question. It was still about the costumes. Was there any theme for Franklin's costume, or?
Well, so like for all the shows, we made a Pinterest board for the costumes and stuff. So it was kind of like inspired by. I do have a bunch of like kind of floral like button ups and stuff like that. That was on there. It's very colorful outfits as well as Limp Bizkit.
I was going to say for Soft Maniacs, I took a very lax approach to costuming because it takes place in like a high school setting, so there's not really a specific style. I basically just came up with a color scheme for each character and like a vague style, and I just told everyone just roll with it, do what you want. And I think it worked well.
Does anybody have any more questions? Yeah?
I have
have a question for the crew. What's the most fun part about being backstage and moving all the stuff and helping make all
I would say for me as stage manager, it's just like getting to build a relationship with these two amazing fellows. And for us, one of my favorite parts is the Jenga that we have to play backstage. And if you were in here during intermission, you definitely heard us making some noise. Because our chairs, and I'm so thankful for our cast that listened and let me be so nitpicky with them, our chairs the first day, they dragged them, and it took everything in me and talking to ghosts to not scream at them, because I was like, you cannot drag these chairs. And they were so nice and kind to let me yell at them, but not like in a mean way. And they were like, no, you can yell at us, it's fine.
I think for me it was a mixture of having these two amazing people and just being able to bring a vision to life. That's always been my favorite part of technical theater, is just helping out bring something to life and bringing a little bit more magic into it. But really, I wouldn't be here without you two.
I would say that all the same, working within those two and everyone, and also just being able to be behind the scenes, kind of how everything works, kind of cool.
Is there any more questions?
What would, for the Soft Maniacs play, what would everybody's like favorite movies be, their characters?
Oh, that's a good. I mean, for student 3, mine would probably be Mean Girls, because I'm like in an ankle-length dress and just very like trying to be perky in that.
Like a 3-part docuseries about U.S. history.
This is an extremely basic answer if you know me, but I think I have to go with Dead Poet Society, just because I think Cassandra would really resonate with the ability, like Todd standing up at the end, even like, because he knows what's happening is wrong, and so maybe she watched it the night before the election and said, you know what, I gotta pull Todd, I gotta stand up to this. Yeah.
I'm thinking that Jackie Kennedy, because she like has this girl boss thing. She was like Legally Blonde. I'm not the biggest fan, but I feel like that would be her favorite movie.
Not a movie, but I think Harriet would enjoy Planet Earth.
As another student, just for the giggles, I'd say I would like a High School Musical.
I think for Theodore, it would be this. Actually, this T-shirt is like an old baseball. I think it's a comedy movie. It's an old one, and it's called "Who's on First?" I think that's what it says. Yeah. So Who's on First? I think that would be Theodore's. I think he's a baseball nerd, so I think he would really enjoy that movie.
So I think student 4, the undisputed GOAT of the entire show. Short answer, I think it'd be the Lego Movie, because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like he's very kind of like, I feel like everyone would expect like a serious answer, but it's like, no, the Lego Movie. Like he's talking to Harriet about how he thinks like everyone should just like have fun and enjoy, childhood and whatnot. So I think like an animated movie like the Lego Movie would be it. Also, the Lego Movie is like my 3rd favorite movie, so.
So I probably have like 3 possible answers. So I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he really likes some kind of like biopic or documentary on like some aspect of hip hop culture or something like that. Or perhaps he might be the favorite movie be like an action movie like Kill Bill or something like that. Or maybe a horror movie like the Saw franchise.
I actually have no idea what a sad mid-50s teacher would watch in his free time. Good thing there's one in the audience. Father? Oh my God! Yeah! What movies do you like? What's your favorite movie?
I'm not sad.
I'm your son, come on. The answer is I have no idea. Thank you for the question, though.
Anybody else has any?
You can go first, yes.
Was there an actual winner of the election?
No, I've written the papers in there.
So I made the prop for that, and I wrote 2 pieces of paper. One is Votey McVote face, and the other one is John Ballot Box, the inventor of the ballot box.
I'm going for John.
I have a semi-serious answer. So, I asked, so last night, my question was like, just between Thomas and Franklin, who would win? And it seemed like Franklin was more liked by like a landslide. So I think realistically, Franklin would probably win. But I directed it, so like I get to, like I can choose, honestly. And I honestly think Student 4 would have. I just think Student 4 is such a well-liked character. Like everyone in the class loves him. Am I wrong? I'm right, as always. Yes.
Franklin would have voted for Student 4.
Peace.
This is for cast creatives and as well as a crew. Was there any unique challenges that these plays presented that you hadn't really faced before in previous things you worked on?
So I was sick for 3 weeks of rehearsals. I literally was in the hospital like the second day of being sick. I was having a lot of like difficulty and pain breathing and shit. So basically we had to kind of pull it together and slapdash it like last minute, like only a couple weeks of rehearsals. And it's thanks to all these fine folks that we were able to pull something together and make something awesome out of it.
Hi. So, fun fact, I've never played a villain. Also, I get really anxious when I'm mean at people. So, like, trust me, I will ask somebody over and over and over again, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Are you sure? What did I say wrong? Yeah, so I think I've told Grant sorry around 30 times during this production. But yeah, so that was a unique challenge that I've never faced before, and I came into this thinking that Raven was gonna be like a cute feminist boss, which like she is. But I did not expect the level of meanness until I read the script for the first time. So, I think that was a unique challenge.
Were you good? Oh. I'll just. Yeah, okay, I'll just go. You're next. I was just. So this is my first time directing, so that was kind of a challenge. It was also your first time directing, right? Yeah. So like getting a group of people together and kind of like, I guess being more commanding is something that's a bit new to me. So I hope I wasn't too mean, like with the directing. I actually was, they're lying to you. So yeah, just the challenge of directing for the first time. I'd say it was a fun challenge, but it was something that was definitely like a learning experience.
I just thought of another thing, yeah. Speaking of, yeah, it's my first time directing, so there was some difficulties there as well. Like, I had no idea I had to have like the blocking done like before the first week of rehearsals. So we did the first week, and then before the second week, on that weekend, I spent like a whole day just blocking the entire show. So yeah.
Is it okay if
Zach, can you stop. Just sit the fuck down. Back to like when Penny got sick. So like basically, I think I participated in like maybe three rehearsals for Don't Break Character. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. So like I think yeah. So like all of us who were in Don't Break Character, we only got. Yeah. I think I remember I was with the whole cast once, and that was after Penny had gotten sick. And that made that show really challenging. That was last week. You're right. So that was fun. Anyway.
Sorry. I hate to pass it. Okay.
Something that was new for me was being in 2 shows in one night. Luckily, like they're all short, so like that was fine. But I had fun kind of
being like, what are the similarities between them, but also trying my best to make them two distinct characters. So I wasn't kind of like doing the same thing. The accent helped, which also was a new challenge because I don't think I've ever done an accent on stage before, and that made me nervous, but hopefully it was fine. So yeah, that was kind of fun to take on.
So I think I can speak for the whole cast and crew with this. We had a mix-up with our scheduling. So our first full run-through, you wouldn't believe it, was last night of show night. So we were able to manage it and get it through, but like with props and everything, we did not have a full run-through until opening night. Which was probably a struggle for all of us and had all of us feeling very stressed and anxious.
Okay, my challenge, I made the playbills, and that was definitely a unique challenge because it turns out that you have to have like a really specific template and a specific kind of paper and a significant amount of money in order to actually print a good high quality playbill. So that was definitely a significant challenge to do it with the limited resources that I had as a student. But it turned out, okay, there was the big block of white was not supposed to be there, but it was definitely a unique challenge to try and make sure that I had everybody's pictures in the right place, get everyone's bios and information correctly. So that was kind of a unique challenge that was new to me because I had never created a playbill before.
So I kind of have two answers for you. One of them is as a producer and running with two directors that have never directed before, as was just stated. I didn't realize until, very quickly, but still kind of into the rehearsal time, that they need to figure out what they're actually doing as directors. So I think I was the one that actually told Penny, like, you need to have blocking done. And I was like, oh man, I need to get all this stuff done. So I had to I actually came into rehearsals for all three of their shows, sat down with a pen and paper and wrote down props, wrote down set, wrote down lights, wrote down sounds, everything I could physically think of at that moment. The second one, which is kind of as the lighting, sound, background, I am used to running all of them, but not all at once. So there was moments where I was like hectic. I was trying to get the background set up during the blackout and then also making sure the lights go right back up and then get the sound cue set up because once the lights went up, that sound cue went off. So there was moments I was like, oh. But yeah, so there's some struggles on my part, but it was still a fun challenge in and of itself. Yes?
Question for you specifically, Zach. How awkward is it doing tech on the stage with the actors? Because I could not even fathom having to do that.
Well, it took a lot of figuring out of if we were even going to be on the stage, if we could move it backstage, but with IU situations, we couldn't. So when I found that out, it was like, okay, what do I do? We last night, we originally had a covering over the booth where I wasn't trying to hide, but still wasn't trying to be seen as much. And then the covering fell off like the moment the curtain opened. So that just went right out the window. And I kind of figured out like halfway through last night's rehearsal, like maybe I should just fit in with the show. So the stuff you've seen, especially in Soft Maniacs, the same thing I did last night with the DJ setup I had during the rap part, and just trying to be like a student with them. And I did the same thing with this. I tried to be like bodyguards for AA. So I almost tried to be like a background character, and that's something I thought of quite literally last night. And I was like, that's the best way I can physically fit in while also doing everything. Any other questions? Yes.
What was it like performing here versus at the Black Box Theater in Cavan?
We didn't rehearse there.
I know there's a few.
Okay, so for some backstory, 2 years ago, there was a cast of 4 people doing Little Einsteins, Big Einsteins, which was also written by Virginia, who wrote the Soft Maniacs, and it was in the basement of Kavanaugh, which is a small black box theater with like no projection, right? There's no projection. Yeah, and it's a very small space, like maybe just this first row is all of the seats basically, this first section. And I think it is much better and also more intimidating though, because the space is bigger, we have to talk louder and we have to act bigger as well. It's not as intimate as it was in the black box, but it has its ups and downs, but overall I think it's pretty much better. What about you?
The black box is kind of fun because often, or at least when I've done the both shows I've done in there, we get to rehearse in there, and classes are in there, and so you're kind of comfortable in that space. And so we can only kind of rehearse in here for Tech Week, and so when you move into here, it's kind of like a big step. You're like, oh, so we're actually doing this, but also there's that almost disconnect. But then it's easy to get reconnected. And so they're different. They both have fun things, like you said. Like it's nice to kind of like be really close to your audience, but it's also kind of fun to be on a bigger stage. So I think it's fun to be in both of them, I think, to some extent. But I have good memories in the black box one as well as this one.
Sorry, I have gel nails and they're coming off. So, anyway, yes, the Black Box Theater, it is a smaller theater. I've performed on the stages that are way larger than this. I've performed on a lot of different spaces. So I think every single time to me, it feels the same. Stepping out on stage feels the same no matter if it's an outside platform, inside platform, a huge arena, medium-sized theater, or a small theater like we do in the Black Box. I would say the only difference is probably the AC. Typically, smaller spaces get hotter faster. So, yeah.
Anyone else has any questions? Yep.
Who was supposed to be the amateur assassin? Like, which of the assassins was it?
Have to say Raven. Because how I see it, Raven is just like, yeah, she does the kills and also like,
well, it's amateur assassins plural, right?
Yeah. So both of them are assassins. Honestly, they're both amateur, right? Like, when I was writing this script, actually I wrote it my senior year at Pike High School. We had something called Final Acts. So I was originally going to write something about like, you know, modern day like princess. Like, for example, like what if Rapunzel, like the prince is down in the castle, like Rapunzel, they're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be in my tower like I am supposed to be. But and I thought of this one image. I was just like, wait, actually the first image that popped into my head was like Doodles, surprisingly. I was like, wait. And then I like started to expound on more. I was like writing and I was like, wait, hold on. Amateur Assassin, that sounds like a very like cool play that I would personally like watch. So I was just writing and I was like, wait, hold on, okay. Yeah, I was like, Amateur Assassins was really great for a play, and I was like, I really liked the overall writing process of it, because I got to go into detail with some of the characters, you know, for Raven's scene, they're talking about their background and why they turned the other shoulder. And yeah, overall just have fun. And yeah, both of the assassins, Barat as Lucius and Sky as Raven, are both amateurs.
Okay, but you know who would have messed that up? Serve it now. Just say, I'm gonna give you like 7 0. Okay, I'll kill whoever you want.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what if Servant Mal got revenge?
Make a sequel.
Right, sequel coming soon. Yep.
I genuinely thought that's what was gonna happen.
All
The ones for like the princess, I thought you were gonna kill the princess.
Princess! Any words on that?
Can I help you? We got beef.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions? All right. Oh, yes, we got one more.
When you wrote Melton's character, what gave you the idea, or did anyone influence you?
Well, as previously stated, Quentin Tarantino definitely. That was, I think I was watching something with my dad during the time. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But I was like looking at this, I'm like, I really like this as a drama. And if you don't know, I wrote last year's show, which was a big comedy, and in fact, I write a lot of comedies. So I wanted to do something different, do something new. I took inspiration from that movie. I took some inspiration from Harry Potter, actually, with the train. And I just really liked the setup of the set and the plot, and I just found different characters that I could work with as heist people. So think like any heist movie ever made. I was like, okay, we need the leader, we need the banker, we need someone to be distraction, we need the tough muscles, which was our drunkard, that kind of stuff. And I just merged them all together in a big, weird, collateral piece, and yeah. Thank you.
Two more. Okay, let's start from.
So I'm an applied theater, film, and education major. I actually am teaching a course currently with some kids on a musical coming up this April, so be sure to come see Your Good Man Charlie Brown and Lawrence.
The English lit with a minor in media arts and studies.
Falling off chairs drunk. Public policy.
Sculpture and painting at Heron School of Art and Design. Film production major, music technology minor.
Psychology, for now.
My major is journalism, minor theater.
Currently, it's media arts and sciences, but I actually plan on switching degrees to music production. Fun fact, I wrote the rap for Sophomaniacs.
Rizology, media arts and science.
Applied theater.
Biology. Tourism, hospitality, and event management with a minor in ASL.
Public policy.
Chemistry with minors in English and theater.
Pre-radiography and ultrasound, and I actually find out if I get in next week, so wish me luck. When I get in.
Both of us are graduating in May also.
This question kind of confuses me because I'm in medical school. I'm a medical student. I'm way older than all these guys. I'm 26, and they call me old all the time, but to deal with it. But yeah, my major back in the day was chemistry and math.
I am early childhood education with minors in philosophy and ethics.
I'm a history major and a minor in English.
There was one more question.
What's the stuff in the flask other than water?
I have no idea.
Is it good?
Evan Williams, bottled in bond.
You got an answer. There you go.
It's probably me. I'm 18 and I turned 19 in May, so I think I'm the youngest.
I turned 19 in November.
Never mind.
Never mind. Any more questions? Yes?
Do you know who made it, or did you buy it?
I bought it off of Shein. It's a very it has very good quality, and it was pretty expensive. So yeah, I don't know who made the dress, but I thank them. They made it really good. But yeah, yeah. You go so fast. It was like Does anybody else have any other questions? Yeah?
Just have a comment for Reagan. You should embrace evil. You played it well.
wrap it up, I want to recognize the seniors. If the seniors can hop down and recognize themselves, yes, give that congratulations, seniors! Our seniors, we are so each and every one of them, we're so proud of you guys, and we wish you nothing but the best. You guys are amazing. You know, I want to cry right now. I love you guys. We also want to recognize our club advisor, Mr. Emilio. Mr. Emilio, are you there? It's okay. It's okay. We recognize his hard work and just overall dedication and help with the club. Without him, shoot, we'll be lost. But yeah, and that's it for the show. Thank you so much, everybody.
You are now dismissed.
Nobody left. Nobody.
That was better. They're like country bumpkins out my small country pumpkins. Anyways, you ate did you guys like my little jazz? Yes. I gotta show you what I was writing. You know. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, I was wondering what you were writing over there. Okay, the past 2 months, bro, they have been so fun. Wait, yeah, I was wondering what you were writing. You better not mess with me. I'm the muscle of the train, bro. See these guns? Oh, wait, is that? Don't fuck with me. Oh, what's that? It's Zach's phone, he's just recording us. It's okay, guys. So we were there. It's okay. Hi! Was I in it then? Wait. This is Kate giving you a message. Don't drink. It's not good. I agree. Unless you're on set. It's okay.
For the sound effects in the second play, there was a delay.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
No, they weren't. It wasn't intentional. But he really tried.
I thought it made it funny. I thought it was hilarious.
That's what I was thinking. Like, honestly, the audience probably just thinks that's like part of it because it's a comedy. So.
Like she fell over and then the gun stopped playing. I was like, what?
Thank you guys for coming. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I gotta go help clean up. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye. See you.